Patience, long suffering. It's Christians' least favorite thing to pray for. It's something that has helped me in my life. It is something that is crucial in my life to continue to get and improve on. And here we are talking about patience. And yeah, God give me patience. The best example of patience that we have in the Bible is when Jesus was going through his trial and his execution. That is something that we don't understand, the patience that he had. He could have said it wasn't worth it. He could have said that I don't want to do this anymore, call down legions of angels, destroy the earth, and just start it over. But he didn't. He loved us so much that he followed through with his death and resurrection so that we can be with him for all eternity. Now that is extreme patience. That is extreme patience to know that he's dying for all the sins for all eternity. And is it worth it? And he said yes. Patience perfects the Christian character. And James 1:4 says this. It says, perseverance must finish its work so that you may be able to be mature and complete, not lacking anything. In 2 Timothy 2:12, it says this, if we endure, we will also reign with him. If we disown him, he will also disown us. When we face trials and tribulations in our life, it may feel like patience is like the hardest thing to ever accomplish, right? But yet in those challenges, we are met with some of the greatest opportunities for growth. The Bible teaches us that perseverance through our tough times not only shapes our character, but also aids us in our spiritual growth. When we acknowledge that the trials that are going on in our life are part of God's plan for us, we begin to appreciate what he is doing in us. This kind of patience is not passive at all. It's like being in a waiting room and waiting for God's promises no matter how we feel or what we see. Romans 12:12 says this. It says, be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. 2 Corinthians 6:6 says this, in purity, understanding, patient and kindness, in the Holy Spirit, and in sincere love. Here are 6 examples of patience in the Bible that I want to point out to you guys that we can definitely learn from. Number 1 is Job. Job had enduring suffering without loss of faith. Number 2 is Abraham and Sarah waiting for God's promises. 3 is Joseph, patience through betrayal and injustice. 4 is Moses, leading a stubborn people through the wilderness for 40 years. 5 is David, waiting to become king. And 6 is Jesus, who has the ultimate model of patience. The Bible assures us that when we practice patience, what happens is it has its own set of rewards. And what those set of rewards are is a profound joy and peace that we get from practicing patience. The scriptures remind us that God sees our commitment to being patient and blesses those who wait upon him. Proverbs 14:29 says this. It says, whoever is patient has great understanding, but one who is quick-tempered displays folly. Galatians 6:9 says this, let us not be weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Colossians 1:11 says this, being strengthened with all power according to his glory, might so that we have the great endurance and patience. Patience is a form of love, and the Bible teaches us that it is essential to have love in everything that we do. Our patience becomes a reflection of what God has done for us, and we need to reflect that to others. So here are my final thoughts. Patience. It's something that is essential, but yet we don't necessarily ask for it, because we know if we ask for it, we get storms, we get trials that define us, that take away the stuff that is not needed in our life to become closer to God. And sometimes we don't want that. But at the end of the day, patience is love. It shows an aspect of love that God has showed us. And we need to be able to show that to others. At the end of the day, that's more like Christ, and we need to be more patient.